Come on with
What
it.
is it? Wait a minute.
Wait
It
a
was
minute.
minute early. We were not playing. It was on and popping. So since we're a minute early, we might as well go on and say our name. I'm Charlene.
Well, I know. And we have to say what's going on
What's
anyway.
going
Our
on?
glamorous girls. What's going on? I saw Sharon over there getting all glamorous. Come off of mute, Sharon, so we can hear you, girl.
Oh, that's what was happening. Okay.
That's what's going on. Now we can properly introduce ourselves. Hey, it's the Great God Day on Wyoming.
I'm Peg.
I'm Charlene.
I'm Sharon.
And we are
4SistersLIVE.
Yay!
Wow.
Where's my girl Linda?
Our girl Linda's out today. Y'all know it's her special day. We're gonna salute her momentarily, but she's out. But hey,
She's celebrating her birthday like a
celebrating
real
her big day.
That's our Leo sister, August baby. She is being
August
celebrated
baby.
by her friends. So another group of friends. So we're proud of her.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Linda. It's her official birthday on August the 24th.
It's officially her birthday. You know, she got to do her thing. Yeah. And we got none other than Dr. Sharon Bullock with us today. What's up, Sharon?
Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone.
It's all good.
Everybody again in the house. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. We are here. We are so happy. I got an extra bright smile today. It's an extra wide smile.
I think we all smiling bright. Right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We are smiling from ear to ear today. We have a good reason. Every day is a great day. Every day is a good day. I always say when I open my eyes,
absolutely,
it's a good day. And when I rise, it's a good day. So we rise and open our eyes. It's a great day. But today, on this lovely Saturday, sunshiny day, it's a wonderful opportunity to just say we are so happy, Peggy, that we are in a position that we are witnessing history. We got to start there.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you.
Come on in, everybody. Hey, y'all. Amen. Yes, amen.
History is being witnessed right before our eyes, whether some like it or not. I think it's a good change, but I'm just excited about what's happening in these Americans. We don't have another choice at this time, so we're like, guess what? God has who He needs for us to have. It's His time, and as her beautiful nieces taught us how to pronounce her name, Kamala.
Well, honey, she is the MVP at this time, and the woman is bad. That's a bad chick. I'm just gonna say right out, that's a bad chick.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. She's bad. She's bodacious. She is just bold, and she's a boss.
And I say to her, keep smiling, sister. Keep smiling.
Keep smiling. No matter what they say about your smile, no matter what they say about your giggle, she is authentically her. I truly believe that. Just watching her, listening to her family, her friends talk about her, she's just authentically who she is.
She's authentic. Absolutely, yeah, she's authentic. Exactly. It's like Kirk Franklin says, it looks so much better when you smile.
When you smile.
Yeah.
You know, he put it out there and he recorded that song, and it's just an opportunity for us to know that it works. Smile. It doesn't cost you a thing.
There you go.
It doesn't cost you any money. Just smile.
And hey, why?
Yes.
I just have to say this, not cutting you off. When the convention was going on, I couldn't even hold a conversation with Sharon. We were texting back and forth. We were so excited. It was
just an exciting moment. How would you not?
It's almost like a repeat of 2008. You know how excited we were about Obama.
Well, let's talk about that. The Obamas were in the house at the DNC. Yeah. I mean, like that was. Oh no, let's talk about the other woman. Whoa, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, start there.
When they gave a almost 3-minute applause, she couldn't even speak for almost 3 minutes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Because it just kept going on and on, because something was magical about that moment that she was standing there and they were like, this was supposed to be you, and we're going to give you the honor because you definitely deserve this moment.
Well, I think this is history in so many, many ways. And history not only in the reference to how much of a great opportunity that this has brought us in history. But when you start getting the Republican people there, and they are on board, something is in the air.
Something's happening.
Well, the
Yes.
something is unity. Nobody has time to divide parties. Like, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, then come together and do bipartisan. And it ain't even gonna, one day we're gonna run out of this. We're gonna just say, we don't want any more of that. What we want is a human being that truly loves people and is gonna do what's right by people, right? And we're not looking at your race, your creed, your choice, your sexual preference. We're just looking at a human being to help them to make, because we all eat, bleed, we need a house, we need jobs. That's what we're asking for. We're human beings, we're good people, and we want good people to represent us and give us those opportunities to be able to keep our good stuff.
Well, I said the word last week, and I heard it during the time of the DNC. The word was decent. Where are the decent people?
Decent.
And they kept saying decency. And I said, yes, God, that word rang true last week when we said, where are the decent people? And they said, it was just decency. People who can give us what we need, because this is how we were rooted, with just good, common people with common sense, doing good things for people as neighbors and working together to make a difference in everybody's lives. It wasn't about, oh, you black, you white, or you this, you that. It was the fact of a human gesture.
Yes.
And this is what we got to get back to. What'd you say, Sharon?
And what I loved about the whole thing was the diversity in the room. I mean, it's just like everything was represented, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, just like you said, our races, creed, national. I mean, we're a melting pot of just what America really is. You know, even you know, the administrations now, at least with Biden right now, there's the diversity, but you know, it was a little different. So hopefully this time, you know, we get it right.
Yes.
You break it up. Yeah. And I think this is also, she's in a time where, as we know, we're celebrating 52 years of Shirley Chisholm.
Yeah.
She's standing on the shoulder.
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
Yes.
At this time, right? Y'all can't tell me this ain't a God thing. This is a God appointed time. And I've said this on this show. God is in it. And when God is in it, you're going to win it.
Well, you know what? And here's another point I want to bring out, and the audience can type this inside of the chat, and you can remember this. What you start, you're not starting it for yourself. You're starting it for someone else. Very similar to what we have here at Sisters for Sisters Network. Shirley Chisholm said, I'm going to run this race, whether I win or not. I feel like I have a good opportunity to win and be the first Black woman president, or just a woman president of the United States. And so what is your first out there that you believe that God has put in your heart to do? And really someone else is going to go in and take on the reign. You may not see it to fruition, but just you starting that is going to help someone else finish it.
Yes, giving us courage.
I give you, and it's all about legacy building. That's all it is.
And I'm so proud. I have to always say, Peggy, thank you, Sharon and Peggy. And you all started our sister circle of women coming together, because this has been our time, but this is truly our time.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah, it's amazing.
We've been working so hard. We've worked so hard. And if anybody cannot respect the fact that women, we are the birth of this earth.
Absolutely. And to come this far, and what is that? What was that favorite saying? We're not going back. That's the main thing. We're not going back.
We have to tell and teach our children we cannot go back. They're like, go back to where?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't even want to understand another history lesson. They're taking history out of school. If kids understood what that meant, we're not going back. Like, if you really understood what not going back means, we're not going back to you telling women that they cannot be the CEO of companies, the presidents, they can't hold chief, executive offices and financial offices positions. We're not going back to that. We're not going back because you're a Black woman, you're a Black man, or you're a white woman, or you're a Chinese woman. We're going to you're a human being and you fit the qualifications for this job. We're going towards that now.
Exactly. and just women working, period, because even they even talking about back before then, you know, in terms of having to stay in the home and can't vote and all of these kind of things. That's the past, that's the history. And what better way to learn our history than from our past so that we can move forward? So, you know, it's future, you know, it's what's going to happen in the future. That's what it's really all about.
And our show today is all about what we're talking about anyway, and that's about entrepreneurship, being an entrepreneur, having a business, growing your business, education in your business, having money so you can leave a legacy for your children if you have a business. If you want to start a business, what is it like to start a business and keep a business? It's one to start it, but how you keep it?
How do you keep it?
How you maintain it? Yeah.
How you maintain it?
Yeah.
You know, so you have some great guests today, Peggy, talking about that. Want to be expressing that later today. Everybody, come on, share, like and love our page. You know how we do it. We've been here. This not our look. We've been here almost 6 years now, y'all. Y'all know 4SistersLIVE. We're bringing it. We're coming strong, and we're coming strong. We've been on this platform talking about these main things every doggone week, Saturday, that we're talking about in the political realm. We're addressing it here.
Absolutely.
Every Saturday.
Yes.
And why? Do you remember, and Charlene and Sharon, do you remember we used to do the show 2 hours long? You remember?
Whoa.
We're not going there.
Didn't have a life.
Oh my God.
We're not going there.
Oh God.
Did you say why on me? We're
Whoa.
not going there. No, I will not. You won't find me there.
I don't know.
I do a 2 hours.
But that 2 hours went so fast. It was almost like you did it in 1 hour.
I know the talking.
I know that's true though.
But remember, we used to have entertainment, so we had a portion of it where we always had someone that was, you know, entertaining us, you know,
entertaining and everything.
You know, we had all the vibe going on. You know, hey,
it's a good old days. Good old days, right?
Created your own sitcom.
But no, it's just let you know how far we've come and the things we've done and how we've grown and where we are now today.
Absolutely.
And again, we've been talking about women, and we are witnessing a woman once again about to be the president of these, not just a woman, a Black woman, a woman.
She is a Black woman.
And a smart woman.
And
a smart woman, a capable woman, and has all the proof for it. Yes.
Yeah.
I took so many good nuggets. Did you all take away any good nuggets?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It was just so much.
Let's see, which one should I pick?
I'm sorry.
You know,
my best one.
I just love. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around. Okay, start with
Sharon,
then you, Charlene. Start with Sharon. Go ahead.
I just love how she influenced her mother and, you know, things that her mother taught her and how, you know, she's really, you know, really taken that ball and ran with it, you know, and the family aspect of how she grew up. So she's like one of us, you know, middle class, growing up, single mom, you know, at the time. And it's just, you know, and look where she is now. So she instills so many good values or good, you know, just taught her to be who she is today.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good. Charlene?
Right. It was 2 favorites, but I do like that they incorporated her best friend, of course, her sister, because her sister reminded me of my oldest sister, who just straight up, her sister is straightforward. You can tell she's like no nonsense. I love her. Yeah. But I could feel that energy of like, yeah, that's my girl. Like, you think she tough, like mess with her and you'll find out. Like she had that feel on her, like I can relate to her as one of my 3 sisters or whatever, or one of you ladies. And she had her best friend up there. Yeah. And she included every last one of them, her goddaughter, her nieces, I don't even call them her bonus children, but some may call them stepchildren bonus. She included all of them. And I thought that was so beautiful because that is an example of what family looks like. It can be blended. Exactly. It can be anything. And that was proof. I mean, her husband, the mother and father of her husband, it was so beautiful. And the words they had to say about her, beautiful, 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 and showed the realness of her, that she can really cook. I was like, she can cook, really? That was so cool. All right, so I got others, but I'm just going to reflect on her right now. So that's the things I took away.
Yeah, I looked at Obama in the picture of passing the baton to her.
Yeah.
Okay. And when she accepts it, she's taking all of us with her.
Yes.
You know, she's not leaving anyone behind. She's taking every last one of us. So I feel like I'm part of her family. I don't know about y'all guys, but I'm one of hers.
Yes.
And we're all sisters. And that's the beauty of all that we do right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the unity that the women showed up, number
yes.
one. Women showed up strong.
Yeah.
And they represented well. And they wore white to represent the women movement in that respect. And I just love how Michelle Obama came out and just laid the groundwork. She laid the foundation for what's to come. She really did.
Michelle
you know what made me proud? You know what made me proud was to see my people from Maryland to show up.
Yes. Governor West
wonderful. Off the chain.
They were all over
but what about that roll call, y'all? Wasn't that the baddest roll call you've seen?
They were calling from your
in Democratic history.
Georgia had the best roll call.
OMG, that was off the chain.
And then you had our sister who's running for Senate.
Also
Brooke. Then you saw our governor.
Yes.
Oh my God, they set the standards for what is happening in the state of Maryland.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Absolutely.
Goodness. And I think everyone that came that are making a difference in what we see. Your differences, you may have differences in opinions, but when it comes down to being just big opportunity to have a heart, you have to have a heart. You have to have a heart to be able to accept people where they are and who they are. It wasn't anybody dividing there at all. Everything people were saying, it was about unity, love, and life, and joy.
Joy. That's big. That's the big thing. That's a really big thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move this show along because we got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot to talk about. So it's all good. It's just showing our excitement. So go ahead, Peggy. What we got?
We're going to shift up just a little bit because of Tommy, and we have Cynthia and her husband who will be coming on just to share on what they're doing. I know we're shifting. We got the birthdays, but they're on a time limit. So I want to bring them in just to have them share what they're doing and making an impact in our community. Come on in, Cynthia. Where are you? There you go. Good morning. Did we lose her?
I didn't.
There we go. There she is.
Oops. I think you're losing her.
Yes, not us.
There you go. Are you
there? Hello. Hey, ladies.
Hi, Cynthia again.
Hello, my sisters.
Hi.
Welcome. I love you guys.
We love
you.
you.
Love you more. And James, just share with us. I know y'all guys have an event that you have to attend, so we're going to squeeze y'all guys in. Share with us what's happening in your world, is what I would normally say.
Okay. So thank you for having us today on your entrepreneur show for 4SistersLIVE. We appreciate this opportunity. We just want to say that we are celebrating 10 years in business this year, 2024. And we're also celebrating our 8th annual Couples Fest Conference, which is happening September 20th and 21st. Honey, why don't you tell them all about it?
Yes, it's going to be amazing because Friday night is like a date night. This is where I like to call couples skill building. This is where we have fun because, people always say marriage is work, but I always say it can be fun work. So this is that fun work that you put in Friday night. And then Saturday is going to be great. Saturday, we got some amazing speakers. We got an amazing MC from Fox 5. We have a lot going on. And then Saturday night is the awards ceremony where we're going to be honoring some special couples.
Yeah, who's our main couple of the year this year?
Our couple of the year is actually, and y'all were talking about it at the DNC, is Governor Westmore and his lovely wife.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah. And also, this is our first time announcing it. Peggy is aware, but Kathy Muhammad and her husband are going to be honored as our couple of the year from the Sister for Sister Network organization.
All right. Yes. Yay. Congrats, Kathy. Oh, awesome.
Yes, indeed.
And it's going to be a great time. And when we talk about talk about doing business, entrepreneurship, being in business. It's like, you know, even though we're married, it feels like I'm doing business with my best friend.
There you go.
Even though we may do a lot together personally, but even the business, it feels personal because the way we communicate, the way we do things together, it feels like
the way we're still in love.
the way she's still in love. No, let me stop.
Oh,
It just feels like it's not even really a business. It's just like I'm doing things with my best friend.
That's right.
That's a beautiful thing.
that's so awesome.
That's
Beautiful.
great.
That's
Well, thank
What
you guys
dates
for
do you
coming
have?
on. I know you have another event to attend,
Yeah.
but I wanted to make sure that we showcased the two of you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Sister for sister.
Just go to couplesfestexpo.com to get your tickets. Couplesfestexpo.com.
Can you mention the date?
Wonderful.
Can you mention the dates again?
September 20th and 21st. It's only $175 for a 3-day event. You get lunch and dinner and refreshments on Friday night. So you're getting fed while you're there.
Awesome.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look forward to it.
Yes.
I think we have a flyer to show, Dante. Do you have the flyer to show the people so that they could reference to what they're talking about?
I just want to say, too, y'all all look so pretty this morning.
There
Oh,
you
well,
go.
thank you.
Well, thank
Here's
you.
the
Back at you.
flyer, guys. This is the Couples Fest, September the
Marriage was the
20th
last.
to the 21st, and it's going to be at Largo, so it's close by. Invite all your friends that are married or want to be married, that's pretending like they married. They should be there. It is going to be so fun. Go to
Dating, engaged. Come on.
Expo.com. It is going to be a Hollywood event. I can't wait to walk the red carpet with my boo. So this is going to be fun, guys. It's going to be fun.
Sounds awesome.
I'm
You're
telling
going to
you.
get first class treatment.
That's what
Absolutely.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But thank you guys so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
One thing I
Thank
can
you.
say, ladies and gent, that you all have come a long way. You have really grown. I can see the milestones that you all have made to make this happen. So kudos to you guys and blessings to you.
Thank you so
Correct.
much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Continue to have a
Absolutely.
great one. Bye-bye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
There we go. There we go.
Well, that was fun. And that was a good example about building your business. They've been in business for 10 years, but their focus has been simple. It's about relationships and keeping those marriages together or creating a healthy marriage. But we need that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All righty. Well, I guess we will continue.
Birthdays.
Let's talk about birthdays because, you know, we got a few sisters that are in the organization that we always, and the beautiful thing about this is we do it every Saturday during the course of the month. Okay. And
although August is running out, but it's okay.
It never runs out. It never runs out.
Just celebrated 2 birthdays of women in the house. So both of them awesome.
Well, this one is one right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, why? Happy birthday, belated.
Girl. I'm still celebrating.
Here's another sister. Hey, Beth. Happy birthday, belated
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
And we definitely have to have Janice. Happy
Bye,
birthday,
Janice.
Janice.
Happy birthday, Janice.
You know, it was awesome. Karen, hey, Karen. Happy birthday, my sister.
Okay. All righty.
Now, do you recognize this one here?
Who is that lady? Who is that
Queen.
Oh, here's Alexis. Hey.
Hey, Lexi.
She definitely celebrated her birthday. We know about Alexis. And here's another one, Stephanie. Hi,
Yay.
Stephanie. Happy birthday.
Okay.
Yes. And finally, this one is celebrating her birthday today.
Today.
Hey, Linda.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Yes, indeed.
That's
so what can we
awesome.
say? Happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday,
Yay.
yes, guys. Go out there and share. We
That's
got some
okay,
interesting
so.
guests coming
So
on
we
right
got
there.
some hot picks.
Yeah, we have a few. I think Dante has them. There we go.
Oh, ubiquitous.
Yeah, this is coming up. Sharon, you want to talk about this?
That's an awesome event. You must be there. It's a 3-day event starting Friday, September 6th through September 8th. And it's going to be at live in Baltimore, well, Anne Arundel live. So you got to be there. You got to be in the place. She always has some awesome speakers, and there are exhibitors there. It's going to be fun, and lots of information. So
and this is her 10th, this is Jermaine's 10th anniversary.
This is her 10th anniversary, so you know she's gonna do it up. You know she's gonna do it up, because I know Friday night is Black and Bling, and then you have the exhibitors on Saturday, and then she has another one on Sunday. So you must be there.
And I think I can
anniversary.
I can safely say that I will be hosting. Well, I'll be on the panel to conduct a couple of her panels this year.
Awesome,
wonderful. Yeah, that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be very awesome on that front.
We have another.
This one here is a 5K walk and a run. This is Open My Heart Foundation with Florence Champagne. This is scheduled for Saturday, September the 21st from 9 to 12. And it's going to be at the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. So that is going to be super. And let me close out with this one here. Although it's not until October, this is one of our second annual car, truck, bike, domestic violence benefit. It's going to be down in Fort Washington at the Weinberg Chevrolet car dealership. And if you missed last year, oh my God, it was amazing. And Wyoming attests to that because she was there. So we'll talk more about this, but I just wanted to showcase that as well. Okay. Oh, and there's one more. Go ahead, Dante. There we go. Yes. This is another one of our projects under Sisters for Sisters.
Just coming up soon.
Oh my God. We're doing one in Baltimore. This one here is in Baltimore on September the 7th. It's a youth summit, but they're also going to have, and I said we in partnership, are going to present our 3rd annual Scholarship Expo. And it's going to be at the Captive Free. If you're familiar with Security Mall, then you know the deal.
Baltimore, yes.
And then we're going to do the same thing here in Prince George's County.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at it.
That's so cute.
We got to salute our youth. Yes, they start school. They've already started school.
They're so excited
Monday.
We're so excited for them.
Yeah.
So welcome back, and we pray for all of our students going back, and they may have safe year.
Absolutely.
And the parents, and saluting the parents as well. So that's awesome.
That's amazing. All right, Peggy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I did my homework and I found out that there is 33 million small businesses here in the United States.
Whoa.
33 million. And I also found out there is 3.5 million Black-owned businesses here in the United States, where they employ 1.2 million people. So that's why I wanted to do this show. I wanted to bring in, and let's bring them in. These are 3 people, young people that I love to death. Let's bring them in.
Yeah, bring them in. I'm getting my notebook out. This is
there's Donald. Okay.
Donald.
And let's bring, we got, they're here.
Okay, welcome.
Good afternoon, guys.
Welcome.
How are you?
Hello again.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Look, I purposely selected these 3 because the 2 of them, Hope and Donald, have been on our show. But they have a message, and I just love them to death because they inspire me. And I love what they do. And so if you're a business owner or want to start a business, you need to connect with these 3 right here, okay? And I wanted us to talk about, first, you're going to introduce yourself, but I want to talk about how your business impact small businesses here in the United States or in the state of Maryland. So I want to start with Donald. Donald, take a moment, introduce yourself, and then tell us about your business and how it's impacting the state of Maryland.
Sure. Thank you so much, ladies, for inviting me onto this awesome platform. So I'm Donald Butler. I'm a professor for University of Maryland Global Campus, where I teach accounting. And I'm also the CEO of Butler Square Consulting, where we provide accounting, bookkeeping, tax preparation, as well as business consulting for our clients. And I also started an academy where I provide training for business owners, entrepreneurs to have a course that they can understand, start, how to start the business, but also understanding some key fundamentals to help you to grow your business and last successfully. So that's pretty much what I do. And how we help the community is really focusing on the small business owners and trying to change the trajectory, understanding the challenges that small business owners have. I'll give you an example. So I had a meeting with a client that she didn't realize that she was a partnership. And I told her, you're a partnership according to the IRS. And if you don't get your tax filings done, they're going to charge you penalties and interest. She wasn't aware of that. So for me, it's about educating. It's about, educating our clients and presenting that information, because we have great ideas, but when you don't have an accountant and you don't have the legal attorney or representative to help you to navigate the different challenges that we experience, you could, incur some penalties and fees that you perhaps weren't ready for. So that's how we help the community. It's really from an educational standpoint, not doing the work, but actually teaching you how to run your business and why it's important to follow the law as we have it. So that's what I do. So thank you so much, you all. Glad to be here.
Thank you, Donald. Okay, Hope. Hey, dear. Can you unmute?
Sorry about that, guys.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, so first of all, so I'm Hope Brown. My business is a tax-minded bookkeeper. Thank you so much for inviting me on the show. I'm excited to be here. So in our business, we help business owners really have clarity with their numbers. So we help them do this by organizing their data into a format that they can understand, first of all, and make actionable decisions in their business. So that looks like accounting management, such as bookkeeping, just forecasting, budgeting as they're trying to scale or grow their business. And that's how we help the community. I mean, to be quite honest, similar to what Dr. Butler is saying, there are so many business owners they're working in their zone of genius, but a lot of times the financial part is not that. So it's nothing more rewarding. For example, I'm working with a client now. They're established, but they want to grow their business. But we are doing budgets and forecasts and projections to make sure they know, like, okay, if they're going to go down and introduce this new service line, okay, this is how much they got to invest. This is when they're going to see their break even and start to actually make money from it. This is how they have to hire up to support it. I mean, really looking into the future to project what that looks like, so it increases your chances of being successful with it. Yeah, so it really makes an impact when business owners are looking at their numbers.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. And the very last, come on and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kenite Ledbetter. I'm the founder and CEO of This Is Why Inc. Can you hear me?
Yes. Continue on.
Going in and out?
No, you're good.
No. Oh, okay, you can hear me. Okay. So once again, I'm Kenite Ledbetter. I'm the founder. Is that good?
Yes. Come on.
Okay, I'm Kenite Ledbetter. I'm the founder and CEO of This Is Why Inc., which is a finance and business management firm located in the DMV area. I have an office in Suitland, Maryland, right across the street from Andrews Air Force Base, as well as Arlington, Virginia. I am a tax strategist and business formation expert who pride myself on, very similar to what Dr. Butler and Hope said, educating the community, being there for the community, making sure that people that look like us, Black and brown people, understand their money. That if you don't know your money, KNOW, you will have no money. And so it's so important that we understand our money, because historically, minority people have not been trained and not been coached and not been taught financial literacy. And we can look back in some of our generations and realize that was not, something that we was taught. We were taught how to go out and work, taught how to go out and make money, but how to keep it is a whole nother beast in and of itself. And I love something that Donald said. He was talking about when he teach people, about how not to make certain mistakes. I love that, because it's so important, because so many of us are trying to figure it out. We're experimenting. And while experience is a great teacher, it is the most expensive teacher. Yes. And time is a non-renewable asset. And so for persons like us in this industry, if we are passionate enough to help people to chop down some of the time and the learning curve so that they can be more successful in their endeavors, that is of a value that you can't even put a price tag on. And that's my passion, is my purpose. And that is what I do.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now y'all guys understand why I wanted them on the show.
Absolutely.
Are amazing.
Sharon,
you have a question?
Yeah, the first thing that came to mind, because all of them, sounds like I needed them when I had my boutique.
Yeah.
So can you tell the importance, and either one of you can maybe have something to say on this topic, is how important it is to have a business plan when you're starting a business? Each of you.
I'll open up the conversation with that. So you ever heard the term, and I don't know who said it, preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah.
You have to have a plan. I don't know about you guys, but writing down, for one, depending on what your business idea is going to be, it helps you solidify what it's going to be. You have a plan from beginning to end. You've thought about, who your customer is going to be. You've thought about who, could possibly be potential investors in the business. You've thought about the financial projections of what you actually need to generate, how much it's going to cost to generate that. It's just the business plan is just a very thorough exercise in just planning of really birthing this business as a baby and seeing it to, adult or maturity. So I definitely say it's a good idea to do that. And that's just for you. The other benefits you got to look at is anybody who's going to think about possibly lending you money, such as a bank or institution.
Exactly.
It's going to be a solid document or concept that they're going to want to know, because businesses, they're not, banks, they're nice, that, the person can be nice, but they're not just trying to loan you money because, you got a good idea. They're very risk adverse. So again, they want to see, what is your plan? If we give you this 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, how are you going to turn it around to make sure we not only get our money back, but you grow it, as far as being successful in your business? And I'll turn it over to anybody else who wants to add something else.
Well said. Okay, Donald, what are your thoughts?
You're on mute.
You're on mute, Don.
The same thing that Hope said, but I'll add this to it. It really gives not only you, but your accounting, your accountant, your team, your attorney, an understanding of where you're trying to do business, whether you have a target market you're trying to reach, or if you're trying to get funded in some kind of way, and even your marketing approach. Those things are very important. And sometimes people don't understand. They just go out here and just do business and wonder why it didn't work, or wonder why it failed. But even in that business plan, you want to include some risk factors that you can incur, because every business have risk. I'm an auditor, so I've been an auditor for over 25 years, and I've audited the federal government as well as publicly traded companies, and every single one had issues. And so it's not that your business won't have issues. It's all about putting a plan in place to address those issues. So that's where the business plan comes in.
Awesome.
Awesome. Kanete, you want to share your thoughts about a business plan?
So I missed the question because it was going in and out, but I'm going to surmise from both Hope and Donald's answer that the question had something to do with planning in your business, your financial planning.
How important? Yeah,
Can I just drop something? Because I realize I'm in a room full of people, of believers. So is it okay if I just drop something really quickly?
Yes.
You all
go right ahead.
Since I can tell who in the room. Listen, the Bible says, Proverbs 27 and 23, take care to know, have knowledge of the condition of your flocks, looking well after your herds. For wealth is not forever, and money does not pass down on to all generations. Let me tell you what the word of God is saying. This is from the wise King Solomon. It's saying, know your money. No, see, flock and herd in the ancient world was the income. It was the money. It was the lay of the land during that day. And so many people go into businesses, not because, not a lack of, they have great ideas and great concepts and great products and services. But what happens is, we know that statistics show that many businesses go out of business within the first 5 years. And that's not for a lack of great ideas. The world is populated full of great ideas. There is no lack of divine vision, ideas, and talent in the earth. But when we don't understand our back office, when we don't plan, when we don't know our numbers, when we don't have our administrative things in order, when we're not processing and planning, that is when we go out of business, because we don't have that foundation. Everything starts with a firm foundation, and that's just biblical, right? And so it's so important that what Hope was saying and what Don was saying, understanding your numbers, not just your services. I always say that there are 3 people that are necessary to make a business successful. You have to have the dreamer, you have to have a director, and you have to have a doer. Your dreamer is that's the entrepreneur in you. That's the one with a vision, an idea. That's the one that'll take a leap of faith. That's the one that'll jump out on what looks crazy. That's the one that says, yeah, you can't get to this is awesome until you first have the faith to step out on this is crazy. That's your dreamer. But then you have a director, and a director take what the dreamer envision and put it in a place. Put a plan in place, get your bookkeeping in order, write a business plan, go after a loan, put the team in place. And then you have a doer. The doer is the person that focuses on that revenue generating activity. They perform the services, they produce a product. Now, what happens is, because many entrepreneurs come from the workspace where they were an employee at some point in time. Not many of us just walk into entrepreneurship off the top.
Right.
Amen.
That's right.
Like, well, many of us don't have a silver spoon in our mouth and had that opportunity, but we came out of some W-2 employment into entrepreneurship. And so by nature, we're workers. By nature, we're doers. By nature, many of us are servers, right? And so we jump into the business and we forget to dream and direct, and we get so busy doing. And that's where we go wrong. We have to give space for our director and our dreamer to live also at the same time. And the directing is where we plan, is when we process, is where we put things in place that's going to give us a sound foundation. And that's one of the things I teach in my business workshops and my business coaching, because mindset is everything in business. Here it is. Life is not going to stop lifing because you have a great business idea.
You see why I love these 3 right here. Oh my God. Y'all guys are amazing.
Can I add something to that business plan really, really quick? Really quick. So 2 seconds. Make sure your business plan address what problem are you trying to solve?
Yes.
Right.
Because if there's no problem, you're
that's it right there.
You're leading to failure, because you're going to wonder why.
That's
you're
so
not
good, Donald.
But
good point, Donald.
It's great to say, oh my God, I love this. But if we're gone past that and we don't need that anymore, your sales are not going to happen. And so you got to understand, what problem am I solving in the earth? Because that's a download from heaven right there. That's Lord, what am
that
I?
Is. Say something.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to be humble and rethink. Like, okay, it might be the best idea in my brain, but for real, is this really something that's going to serve the masses? You know what I'm saying? You got to go back to the drawing board and fine tune it into something that people need or people want.
So a question I have for
one of the other things that can be key for helping with that is a SWOT analysis. When I talk to people about developing their business plan, I ask them, have you done a SWOT analysis, which is an analysis to identify your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And that will help you look at where you are and where your competitors are, and where are you strong? Where are you weak? What opportunities are available to you, like Hope said early on? And then what are the threats? And when you can identify those and answer those questions, you position yourself better to serve your community and to solve a problem that's in the earth, like Donald said.
Beautiful.
I think these are really great. I like 2 things that I definitely want to stick on, because as a business owner, and Panetta, you said a great thing, because I'm a dreamer. I put a deal together, and it was $1.8 million. It was 1.7, and I offered 1.8. And I came back and told my family, and they almost had a fit. Remind you, I don't have the money, but I'm a guy girl and I've always won my deals. So I don't give a crap. The money will come, whatever, right? And so I was like, darn it. They're like, you're such a dreamer. Where is this coming from? I'm like, everybody has money and everybody is going to, need this. Of course, me already doing my SWOT analysis, everything. I'm saying that because there's some people out there, just like you guys described, they haven't solved the problem. And so people like me that see a problem, like I can say, I see exactly what, and I'm going to give this person this amount of more money because I see a definite problem. Can y'all talk to the people out there specifically about, this problem solving? Because I know you just like touched on it just a little bit. Donald, it is critical because people think just because somebody else is doing it, that they can do it too. Yeah, and that's a whole preach right there, sister. Since you're there now, you got me started. People think because someone else is doing it, they can do it too. If you got an Airbnb, I can do it too. I know how to decorate. If you got a storefront, I can do it too. If you own this, I can do it too. Can you please elaborate on that? And based off all of your expertise inside of this tax world and business structuring, how important it is for you not only to know what the problem is, but continue to revamp your business according to the new problems that have arisen. Yeah.
Great question.
Beautiful. Start off if you like, just to start the conversation. A lot of times, let's say, for example, there was a book I read by Daniel Lapin, and Business Secrets of the Bible, and it taught me a lot. I learned a lot of information in that book from a Jewish perspective. And one thing he said, Ben and Jerry started off selling bagels, and they were unsuccessful, but they were surrounded by a milk farm. And they said, why are we trying to sell bagels if we're surrounded around a milk farm? So then they started selling ice cream, and we already know where that went. So, to Charlene's point, sometimes we have to go back and figure out, is this truly where we belong? And, location matters, demographic matters, the audience that you're speaking to matters. And, those things you can be discouraged. I'll tell you, there's a major shift, and maybe you all know about this, but there's a major shift in the real estate market where some see opportunity and some see failure, so it's all about how can I leverage the changes that happen through, from regulatory directives that come out that perhaps I need to change my business plan. We in accounting, we have to do the same thing. When the tax laws change, we have to change, how we do someone's taxes. The tax form changed every single year. So what someone was getting last year, even though they come to us and say, hey, I got a refund of such and such amount last year, well, I'm not getting that this year. Every year it changes. So no matter what business you have to be, ready to shift, ready to change, and figure out what's exactly being flexible and willing to roll with the punches. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
I love it. Can I jump in and add something to that, Dawn? I love everything you said. So I have a saying that good leaders are not afraid to make change to their direction. Okay. Actually, good leaders are not afraid to make correction to their direction. I'm sorry. And essentially, so often we are loyal to an inferior decision. And we have to know when it's time to pivot.
Yes.
So as Donald was saying, for an example, in the tax world, like he said, tax laws change all the time. Take an election year and hoping Donald know this to be true.
Yes.
They change this stuff up on us that the average citizen don't even know, to appease their policy and to appease, their people who are, donating and bidding for their campaign and all of that stuff. And the average taxpayer don't even know these things. Those of us who are married to the tax law, our head is blowing up. We got to stay knowledgeable of these things. But this is what I tell people. See, this is why tax planning and having a tax strategist on your team is so important. See, the wealthy figured this out a long time ago. That's why they pay little to no taxes, because they understand that there's a difference between tax preparation and tax planning. Tax preparation focus on compliance, but tax planning focus on cuts. And so you got a refund last year, but laws done changed this year. And are you still positioned to levy the legal tax code in your favor so you can reduce or eliminate your tax liability? And it's all about, you don't do something once. It's not a one-off. You have to continue to plan. That's any area in your life, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your job, it's your business. Planning is important. Planning is a process that never ends. And that's why people end up with power and don't know what to do with it, because they skipped over their process. And I'm a firm believer that when you skip over your process, that will cause you problems when you get to your promise.
Tell them again. Tell them again.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all better come
Very
on.
good point.
Well, I just want to acknowledge the audience out there. They are listening in, and we got them saying, fail to plan. You plan to fail. So they are educating you all the way long. Alicia Pryor is in the house, and she is another one of our tax strategists here in the Sisters for Sisters Network. And be willing to use those documents to modify your changes. So people are with you. And so go on, Hope. What is your input on this concerning, that problem solving strategy along with your tax,
Yeah. So what I would say is this. So a lot of times at the tax desk, we see after the failures have happened. So I think that there's a fine line between determination and being foolish. Like like at some point, if it's not working, you got to look at it. You got to look at your system. If everything is happening around you, but the business is not growing, it's not successful, we got to address that during the year. Because like I said, at the end of the year, what I'm seeing is people who are working a business plan that is not offering something that clients need, is failing, is losing money. At the tax desk, where I get concerned is with the compliance piece. So we're going on year 1, year 2, year 3, no profits at all. Like, the IRS has this little thing called hobby versus business rules.
Yeah.
And, you want to be, I'm more of a compliant person. I'm trying to keep you audit ready and everything else. So definitely you got to be flexible in your approach when you are an entrepreneur or business owner. If it's not working, you have to kind of be humble enough to step back and say, listen, let me reassess this. Maybe let me bring in some experts who can give me a different perspective of where I'm limited with my area of expertise, so I can break through to make this a profitable business or something that's going to actually grow and be something people need. So that's what I would just say. Like, sometimes you got to get out of your own way, when we're trying to make these businesses a success. Because again, on the real talk is, like I said, and anybody who's doing who's a tax practitioner on the line knows what I'm talking about. That client where it's been 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years and they've never had a profit. Like I'm having those kind of conversations with people now. And you may have a bigger problem than a failed business if you're continually unwarranted, and I'll add that as a caveat, reporting lost revenue to the IRS for a business that's not prospering or growing.
So as we
throw something in on that note.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's so good, because like Hope said, the IRS does have something where they can start categorizing your business as a hobby versus a business, because you're constantly losing. But sometimes, it's not the business owner's fault. They don't understand, so many people go into business seeing it as just the means of reducing their tax liability. Okay, I'm gonna go into business and I'm gonna take these losses. And when I take these losses, it's going to reduce my profit. And when I reduce my profit, I don't pay taxes. And the reality is nobody goes into business to take a loss. But if you've been taught and you've been told that the more losses you have will reduce your tax liability, then that's what you tend to think to do. And what happens is we don't understand the difference between tax deductions and tax credits. See, everybody don't need all the deductions. Maybe you need more tax credits. And that's why it's so important to tax plan, because one of the things I do with my clients is I find out, what are your goals? Are we planning to purchase any income producing assets in the next 12, 24, 36 months? Okay, if that's the case, you can't take a loss. You have to show profits. But people are so afraid to show profits profits. If I show profits, I have to pay taxes. No. Maybe this year, instead of taking losses and deductions, we go after tax credits that are available to you in your situation. Because see, tax deductions reduce your income, thus reducing your tax liability. But tax credits don't reduce your income; they reduce your tax liability directly, dollar for dollar, whether they're non-refundable, partially refundable, or fully refundable.
Okay, that is a real tax education.
Good.
I know we're about to close out, guys, but this is going to be my last question. And we can close out with whatever I'm going to say. When do you tell your clients, any one of you guys, to go on and dissolve the business and just start over? Because basically, you made a mockery into a.
I'm gonna let Dr. Butler handle that one.
Come on, Dr. Butler. When do you tell them that? Because somebody got an LLC during COVID, thinking they're gonna make all this money, and they're playing and wasting their time. And you're saying, you're gonna be my client, we're gonna get this right. Stretch.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is very serious. And if you don't follow the law, I tell people like this. I'm sorry, I have to be straight up. Close it down. Just close it down. The IRS right now, they're locking up business owners for taking ERC and they fraudulently filed, and they are revamping that. And now they have a portal that they say, if you know that you fraudulently filed this ERC, get out now. So they're prosecuting business owners right now. And I'll tell people, you may not be able to think you can afford an accountant, but you don't want to afford jail. So this is a very serious situation. Also, you're not going to follow the payroll rules. I have a client that did not follow payroll rules, and she was charged over $100,000 by the Department of Labor. So I'm just saying, if you're not going to follow the rules, you're not going to hire an accountant, then get out of business as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Join my class. I'll post a link.
Very sound advice. Oh my goodness.
That is serious. Anybody else have something to say? This is a serious question. I didn't just ask for nothing. I do my research. Anybody, one of y'all other experts?
It's serious.
Yes. Okay, so Donald covered it. Okay.
It's serious. I'll add too. I mean, and I'm going to co-sign everything Dr. Butler said, because see, a lot of business owners don't realize they're trying to throw together the record keeping and bookkeeping together at the last minute. I mean, if you're running a real business, you should be operating as a real business with bookkeeping, things like that during the year. First of all, we don't even have time for that conversation. But you have to remember, when you're bringing all of this unorganized information, losing money and everything else to the tax desk during the tax season for us, like, we're signing that return too. And I think that's why a lot of preparers in the community, accountants, CPAs, whatever your thing is, like, we're even like more critical, more critique on what some clients I won't even take at this point. Because again, the liability, I don't want my clients to get liable. My firm gets, audited, and then it's like a domino effect on my other clients who are doing the right things, but because they're all associated with me. So it's a lot of risk. I would just say definitely take it serious. If you're not going to work the business as an actual business, just get out.
Get out of it. Yeah.
So Peggy, I think you're going to have them to come back, because we are time here. We know we get good into it. This is some good stuff.
I'm telling you guys are amazing.
I mean, I wanted to even talk about the economy. Where are we in this climate of where we're going politically? What's happening with our economy? Do you see things going to be changing? Is it going to be for the better for our African-American businesses, our Black businesses particularly? Because they always say we don't do well with money. So we got to be stewards, good stewards over our monies, over our finances. So everything lines and precept by precept, everything has to line up with what you're doing. I don't care what is your business, your family, your life. You just got to know how to do it. And it's not easy, but when we got good people like you three, we need you guys in their business.
So how can we reach you? How can you reach you? Yes.
I'll post my website and my email address in here. But let me just share, because you asked about the market. So we have the Corporate Transparency Act. This is very important for all business owners. We got to get that filed. If you don't file it on time, there's $500 a day, up to $10,000, and up to 2 years in prison. So when you're thinking about starting a business, or you already have a business, this is something you need to be concerned about right now before the end of the year, and get this filed. So you want to get in contact with us. Butler Squared, because butlersquared.com is my website. Butlersquared.com is my website. Just go to my website. You can post your information, and we will be in touch with you to schedule a consultation.
What about you,
Hope?
Ms. Brown? How to get in touch with you?
So you guys can reach me at bbizsolution.com. That's BBIZSolution.com. IZsolution with no S.com. And I would co-sign on what Dr. Butler's saying about the beneficial owners information reporting. That's due if you had a business that was set up as an LLC prior to January 1st of this year. And those fees, those fines are going to be real for people. But definitely, if you're closing out the year, you haven't done bookkeeping, you need to do catch-ups and things like that. Like, make your tax preparer fall in love with you before January 1st.
There you
Definitely, we can do QuickBooks cleanups. I just won like top 25 up and coming QuickBooks Pro Advisor of the year. So if you're looking for services, feel free to reach out and we can help you with that end or with the BOI.
How can I get in touch with you?
Betty, you can find me online at www.ti-y, which is why.com. On Facebook at This Is Why Inc. My business name is This Is Why. I believe strongly that if you have a strong enough why, we can help you do the whatever it takes. I want to also piggyback on what Donald and Hope said, because this is so important and so many people are going to miss out on this about the CTA, the Corporate Transparency Act. Filing is so important. There is a huge fine involved, but for that deadline of getting it done by January is for businesses that were in effect before January 1st, 2024. If you started your business this year, you only have 90 days. You don't have until January 2025. So make sure if you are a new business owner, you get it done within 90 days of the Secretary of State or your state agency approving your business.
Yes.
This is so powerful, guys.
This has been great information.
Yeah. Let me share with you. Next Saturday is the 5th Saturday of the month. We would really like for y'all guys to come back if your schedule will permit, because this is a conversation that we just can't do it in 15, 20 minutes. You need to come back and share some more. So we'll talk offline to see if your schedule permit, but I'm open to this conversation to continue the conversation next Saturday. Okay. Y'all guys are amazing. I just simply love you from the bottom of my heart. Keep empowering our community. I'm going to tell you what my walk away is on this. Know your numbers. Know when to pivot. Know when to shift. You must plan. Get out of your own way. I love it.
Great nuggets. Great nuggets.
Love you, Peggy.
So just another topic on this, if you all are available, our 5th Saturday is geared for our youth show, our youth. So if you all can come and you bring a youth with you, who is young people that are in business, we need to talk about what it means for our young people to start a business and how they can thrive. So that's our takeaway. Look at Donald. Donald's like, I'm all
he knows.
Yeah. Our
Listen,
production manager will be on next week, who is our youth, our representative for our show. So that's what it's going to be geared toward, our youth next Saturday.
What you saying, Donald?
I have a young person that before he was 25, he became a millionaire.
Wow.
I've helped him buy his first house, buy his car under his business, and get his first credit card that was without limits. So he became a millionaire. He started with like 700,000 followers on Instagram. Now he's over 3 million followers. He's considered a celebrity at this point. But young people are making money. Young people are really making money.
They are. Well, that's good.
Ladies, is it okay if I share something? I teach a free tax or business workshop every single month virtually. You can find it on my website under the events page. I do a prayer call for business and finances every single month. Prayer is the foundation of our success. And this coming month, September, the free workshop is going to be all about the Corporate Transparency Act and how to remain compliant, what it is, and what needs to be done. So just wanted to share that. You're welcome to join me in that.
Thank you. Well, thank you all so much
Great
for coming.
information.
Oh my God,
great
information, guys. We'll be back next week.
For having us. We really appreciate
everybody.
We love you guys.
That was amazing, ladies.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Great guests. We hope to have them back on, next week or whenever they can. So definitely, ladies, this was good.
Good stuff. Awesome. Good stuff.
What time is it? It's a great day, great time. What time is it? It's time for you to walk in your purpose and prosperity. See y'all next week. Bye-bye. We're out.